The modern man can never experience true healing or stillness if he is consuming 24/7. This has never been more clear within the relationship most guys have with their food. From a fitness lens, food should be viewed as fuel designed to enhance our performance and overall health. Gifts from God to nourish not just our bodies, but our minds and our souls. The modern world hijacks these nutritional blessings and subtly turns them into curses. Food starts to become more than just fuel. It becomes emotional regulation, distraction, stimulation, comfort, control, and currently addressing years of gut issues and metabolic dysfunction, skin reactions, insulin resistance, chronic stress, overall bodily misalignment. I noticed just how much my relationship with food has fluctuated in the process. The genuine desire to realign my body, right, actually heal it, at times turns into an obsession with doing so. Subtly trying to force and control for it to heal instead of trusting it to heal of its own natural accord. So I unknowingly create more internal stress and resistance on top of an already broken foundation. It's because the truth most guys miss when it comes to actually achieving your goals and desires is that the harder you try to force outcomes, the more your nervous system perceives lack and threat. Naturally, it'll block any form of healing or growth across your mind, body, and spirit. Why I'm experiencing in real time that true healing starts when you just finally let go and surrender. After weeks and months of just tweaking my nutrition, trying all these meal structures and constantly adding and removing food groups, I recently decided to just surrender my relationship with food specifically and commit myself to a 24-hour fast. And it wasn't because I was aiming for fat loss or hormone optimization, right, or enhanced productivity. Sure, these are cool bonuses, but the true benefits of a 24-hour fast go way beyond its mental and physical benefits. Above all, I saw the fast as an opportunity to reset my nervous system, right? Deepen my spiritual practice, reconnect with my intuition and bodily signals. The extremely interesting thing that happens when you simply trust your body to do its own thing. When digestion stops, when mental stimulation and noise disappear, when your biology is finally able to communicate with you, that is when real healing and alignment occur. Not because your body was in the way, but because you were in the way. In truth, this recent fast wasn't torturing myself by not eating anything for 24 hours. It served as a holistic reset, a form of realignment across mind, body, and spirit. To temporarily detach from my relationship with food, my desire to heal my body, right, even my current identity. And so I want to specifically highlight the 3 transformations I experienced within this recent 24-hour fast. What the biohackers and fitness influencers completely miss in terms of why it is such a powerful practice. Not just for your health and fitness, but your mindset, your personal development, your spirituality. Because at the end of the day, that's what this journey of growth and self-mastery is truly comprised of. Becoming a man aligned across his mind, body, and spirit. Unlocking a 2.0 version of yourself. Enough yapping, right? The 3 ways in which fasting genuinely realign me towards the man I'm striving to become, right, are all subtle yet extremely powerful. Surrendering control, reconnecting with intuition, and allowing my body to heal through safety rather than force. So the first transformation is that fasting genuinely forced me to confront my attachment towards my food and my overall health. The problem with most health advice nowadays is that it views hunger as purely physical. That if you're hungry, it's simply because your body is telling you it needs food. But when you are balls deep in a fast, your hunger starts revealing to you your own inner workings, underlying beliefs, the identity, the overall relationship you've built with the simple act of eating. It's why my 24-hour fast forced me to confront that attachment towards my food and nutrition. Emotional eating, overindulgence, overall using food as a crutch rather than a tool to align my health. And the modern day has unfortunately normalized this type of behavior even beyond food. Chasing quick dopamine has never been easier for the man who is unaware of how detrimental it is for his own growth and development. Scrolling, addiction, like lust, right? Even obsessing over goals and personal development. It's all designed to keep you in this hyper-stimulated, misaligned state of mind and overall being. But what fasting does is essentially strip away all of that stimulation. Someone who has literally fasted for 100 hours, right? There is absolutely nothing that will force you to detach from all of that external BS and actually shift internally better than fasting. Considering eating food is genuinely one of the most stimulating things we do on a daily basis, right? It then serves as a catalyst for you to begin reclaiming control over your inner world. Finally confront the ways in which you may be mentally or spiritually misaligned. For me, a huge realization came within the nature of my desire to heal my body from years of disrespect. The fast showed me that I had become obsessed with not just the intention to align my nutrition, but my overall health and fitness. Constantly researching my health issues, stressing over symptoms, just trying to force my body to fix itself. None of it was actually supporting that intention to respect my biology and finally rebuild my health from a strong foundation. So that aha moment came when I realized my body didn't need more control or optimization. It needed a reset to finally feel secure enough to start healing. To surrender that desire to heal my body by trusting that my body already knows how to heal itself. Because my own journey within aligning mind, body, and spirit has reinforced to me time and time again. Sometimes surrender is the highest ROI move you can make. Accepting the fact that you're misaligned so you can then take a step back and realign yourself accordingly. And with fitness especially, the truth most guys with health issues don't want to face is this: your body heals best in a state of safety, security, and abundance, not from micromanagement or disciplining it to heal itself. The 24-hour fast served not just as a means to confront and surrender my attachment to food, was to surrender the ego-driven healing and validation that I got from being in control over my own body. So one of the biggest lessons this recent fast taught me was to heal through surrender rather than self-optimization. Less force and resistance and more acceptance and respect for my body as a whole. And so the second transformation involves the fact that silence creates intuition. Because beyond surrendering control over the healing process, I was able to fully reconnect with my intuition, right? That inner voice. Once again, the modern man has genuinely never been more disconnected from his own gut instinct. The consumer-driven lifestyle makes it virtually impossible to tap into those higher states of consciousness. To actually download the intuition God is constantly trying to airdrop you. An overstimulated nervous system is inevitable for any man living the average lifestyle. Toxic relationships with food, social media, quick dopamine hits, right? All of these things genuinely hijack your brain. And one of the worst side effects that almost nobody mentions is the fact that these things drown out your intuition entirely. You become trapped in a high cortisol, stressed out, fight or flight state 24/7, never being able to truly relax, be still, be present, right? Hear the whispers God is trying to convey to you amidst all the noise. Yet another reason why extended fasts are so powerful is that they flawlessly realign your nervous system. Not only restoring connection between the mind and body, but also the mind and soul. It's so obvious when you look at why so many religions practice fasting regularly. It unlocks your capacity for mental clarity, spiritual attunement, right? Overall inner alignment. Less external inputs, noise, stimulation during the fast naturally create more inner awareness. Your thoughts are able to finally slow down. Emotions that were suppressed can now rise to the surface. Psychological patterns responsible for that inner misalignment can finally be neutralized. All of these work in coordination to quiet the mind and open the heart and soul towards receiving that godly wisdom. Because intuition and noise are inversely correlated. More voices and thoughts racing in your head, the weaker your ability to tap into your intuitive self. Why my intuition within how to realign my health especially became much stronger both during and after the fast. I finally unlocked the insights and ideas that naturally supported the desire to heal my body from a place of soul. Not because God was intentionally hiding his wisdom from me, but because I couldn't hear it through all of the noise going on in my head. Why I've reinforced in previous episodes that your body and soul are always trying to communicate with you, steer you back in a truth when it comes to your physical and spiritual health. But that inner intelligence is lost when you're stuck in overstimulation and mental stress. A misaligned mind creates the static that severs the connection between your biology and your spirit. Fasting uniquely restores that connection by massively eliminating all of that noise. Physical health, your body signals and feedback become that much clearer to understand, to interpret. Spiritually, your inner convictions and deep-seated beliefs actually come closer to the surface. Overall, that alignment that I preach across mind, body, and spirit can finally be achieved, simply because the silence fasting creates is naturally designed to realign you with a higher purpose, steering you back onto the path of alignment within acting in accordance with the man you envision for yourself long term. Stillness leads to knowingness. Inner calm leads to intuitive insights and actions that align you with that 2.0 self. So the third and final transformation this 24-hour fast delivered to me honestly serves more as a belief and identity shift than anything else. And it's understanding the necessity to embody a man that can signal safety towards his own body, to project faith rather than fear within seeking a better physique, smoother digestion, right? More energy and vitality. Because just from looking online, it's so obvious that most healing approaches are rooted in fear. Unnecessary restriction, 10-step health protocols, right? Just mindlessly chasing the symptoms rather than addressing the root cause. These create a fear-driven relationship with your body as a whole. A fear of foods, a fear of not healing quick enough, a fear of any small sign of failure. Most of these health protocols you see online require you to follow everything to the absolute T in order for you to experience the desired outcome. As a result, you unknowingly adopt this perfectionist, obsessive view over the healing process. All this does is add additional stress onto a system that is already in need of healing. In the midst of personally healing myself from 2.5 years of chronic stress, I see now that the stress itself was what was blocking the healing that my body so desperately needed. Within the fast specifically, it genuinely served as a tool for stress management. Less inner tension, more presence, more stillness and relaxation. The nervous system became more regulated and thus experienced more safety within. What most health bros perceive as the solution within signaling that safety towards your body. More inputs to add, more variables to control, more reasons to obsess. Supplements, complex meals, constantly tinkering with training, nutrition, and recovery. It's all actually facilitating for the complete opposite, aka a body that constantly feels under threat and under attack. It's why the fast helped me to begin breaking free from these misaligned beliefs. Aligning with the man who understands less force, obsession, and resistance naturally produce those desired health outcomes. Not because subtraction is the default answer towards healing your body, but because more of your energy can now be driven towards what actually matters. More clarity, better healing, overall deeper alignment across mind, body, and spirit. That right there is the unlock that changes everything when it comes to your overall health. Understanding that within healing a body in a world designed to limit its full potential, your mind and soul naturally fall into the equation of physical alignment. Healing for mind, body, and spirit are not separate, but rather deeply interconnected. It's why true health is built through holistic alignment across all of these fronts of your being. The mental, the physical, the spiritual, the emotional. A body trapped in fear more often than not reveals a broken mind and spirit. Misalignment across your thoughts, your actions, your beliefs, your emotions. But in embodying the man who seeks to respect and embrace his own bio-individuality, to realign his biology and nervous system towards that state of safety and abundance. That's when the healing process truly begins. Your body feels safe, properly nourished, internally grounded. It learns to distinguish between real and perceived threats and dangers. As I've experienced myself, a broken nervous system perceives everything as a threat. Even that genuine, well-intentioned desire to heal and respect your own body. Not because it doesn't want to be healed, because the heart posture behind that desire is what separates temporary and long-term healing. A body healed through obsession is one that will never experience real health or vitality, but a body healed through intuition, through surrender, through safety. That is what produces long-term sustainable results in real physical alignment. Simply because your identity and beliefs are that of a man capable of facilitating for that healing for his body. And so as part of my intention to ensure you take some form of value away from this video, here are some actionables for alignment based on the transformations I underwent within this recent fast. First, in whatever way makes sense for your personal goals and circumstances, commit towards your own 24-hour reset. While I highly recommend a liquid fast if you genuinely feel the need for a holistic reset across mind, body, and spirit, right? It could even be as simple as just minimizing screens or stimulation for a day. Engaging more of a mental fast in terms of eliminating noise rather than food. Regardless of what you do, treat it like a fast within the sense of realigning your inner state. 24 hours of rebuilding awareness, restoring your nervous system, right? Grounding yourself internally. Second, if you're currently navigating health issues of your own in terms of your physique, your gut, your sleep, whatever, detach from the need to obsess or over-fixate on those issues. You'll know if this is you if you're the guy who's always worrying about progress, checking symptoms, right? Doom researching health content online. Instead, replace the urge to slip into that scarcity-driven state by placing trust in your body's own ability to naturally heal itself. Allow yourself to only prioritize the habits that support that innate healing process. Train intelligently, fuel properly, sleep deeply, connect with family and friends, right? Engage in hobbies that lower stress and remind you there's so much more to life than hitting the gym, dialing in your physical fitness. Simply create that space for your body to exist and actually start recovering without the need to control or mentally masturbate over whether it is or isn't healing itself. Third, integrate periods of intentional stillness within your day. Trust me when I say this, going on a walk without your phone will actually do wonders for your overall health. Beyond that, training without music, being present during your meals, right? Reading, journaling, meditating, praying. So many ways to build that silence within your daily system based on what aligns with you and your goals most. Lastly, practice goal detachment within your current endeavors. Whether it's building the physique, working on the personal projects, right? Deepening your faith. Walk the path of least resistance within focusing on alignment over outcome. Don't try to force growth or transformation out of fear that you won't actually achieve these things. Instead, assert the right to claim these things as if they're already on the way. Project faith in that simplicity, consistency, and authenticity are all you really need to experience those desired outcomes. Deliver the healing and growth you may need across mind, body, and spirit. Overall, this recent 24-hour fast reinforced to me exactly that. Temporary hunger from eating zero food was nothing compared to what it is my mind, body, and spirit actually craved for. Stillness, peace, safety, abundance, clarity, overall alignment. Once I restored those connections between mind and body, mind and soul, body and soul through the fast, the foundation was actually set for holistic aligned healing to finally happen. So if you're a guy who's just been obsessing over health, right, stuck in that over optimization mentality, or even just feeling disconnected from your own inner self, take this video as a sign to realign back to the things that define the real you, to reconnect with your intuition, your bio-individuality, your authenticity, right? And above all, God. It's exactly what I've been documenting on here these last few months as part of 365 Aligned. Healing myself mentally, physically, and spiritually after years of just building on a broken foundation. Using the vehicles of health and fitness, mindset and personal development, spirituality to step into the man God has called me to become. Overall, just seeking that holistic alignment across mind, body, and spirit. And so if that resonates at all, subscribe on here and follow the Twitter as well for more daily downloads, right? Link for that will be in the description. Beyond that, appreciate you for investing your time and eyeballs towards this video. Remember to practice surrender, build intuition, and signal that abundance within yourself. And keep becoming you, the 2.0. Stay aligned.